Hello, my friends. I am back. Obviously, in the height of fashion. It was a very long day yesterday, so today I'm just kind of taking it easy and having a lazy day. I'm gonna cook myself some dinner later. I'm very excited. But yesterday I had a wonderful day. It was very eventful. I did a lot of things. It started off with, what was yesterday? Saturday. I'm stupid. It started off with me taking the bus to, taking one bus to another bus. Finding out my bus pass does not work on that bus. Having to buy a different bus pass. It was a whole thing. But I took, sorry, I'm so itchy. I took about an hour and a half bus ride out to the countryside of Sheffield and went to the Tropical Butterfly House, which is essentially just a little zoo that exists here. And the cool thing about this zoo is that it's very interactive and it's very about, it's really more about the animal safety, but because of that, because of their safety and their comfort, a lot of the animals roam free, and there are lemurs just kind of walking around chilling. The birds are pretty much free flying. They can come and go as they please, except for some of the birds are in cages because they're dangerous. The way I got there was very eventful. I will tell you a little bit more about that now.
Hello everybody. I'm currently on my way to the Tropical Butterfly House, which is the crazy zoo that I live by. I'm hiking in the mountains because there are no sidewalks, so you have to hike there. And I should be there soon. Update for the fans. I have found the Tropical Butterfly House, but I can't get in. I actually can't find the entrance, so I'm just kind of walking around the outside of it, because it's right in the middle of a forest, and it's bordered by 4 different farms. So hopefully I find the entrance soon. Wish me luck. Good news, I made it inside the Tropical Butterfly House. It is very cool here. I'm really sweaty, I'm sorry. I just hiked through 2 miles of mud. But I made it inside. The first thing you see is a big cage of ravens with a list of facts about ravens. I'll put it on here somewhere if I figure that out. So I'm currently sitting down in this really cool little hutch thing, which is awesome. There's black swans swimming in front of me. I don't know if you can really see them. I took pictures of them. Oh, there's one. But I'm very excited to go look around. I'm probably not going to film much because I don't want to look like a weirdo. And there's a lot of kids here and I don't want them to make fun of me because kids are mean. So I will take lots of pictures and either include them here or put them in a text thing later, but let's see what I can find.
So as you can see, it was quite the journey to actually get into the Tropical Butterfly House. But once I was in there, it was amazing. It was everything I wanted and more. There were beautiful exhibits, there's really cool animals. The actual butterfly house was crazy. I'm trying to think what else was fun there. Yeah. I'm going to insert, I didn't really take too many videos there because I didn't want to be that person walking around with the camera. But I did take a really cool video of leaf cutter ants carrying some leaves, so I'll insert that.
Really cool thing. They have this wire tunnel There's actually a tamarin right in there. Oh, I can't zoom in. Oh yeah, I can. He's right in there, chilling, trying to decide what he wants to do. But it's so that the animals can go freely from being inside to outside to in the trees. They can do whatever they want. I'm gonna see if I can find the monkey. Walk in. Let's go say hi to the little. I love these tamarins because they look like little old men. Look at him. Hey, dude. What's going on? You gonna go outside? Oh, I said go outside. It made me think of Dodger. I miss him. This bit reminds me of The Last Unicorn, when they have the animals all chained up. So this is the area of the birds of prey. They can't feed them because they eat prey. And they're like chained to these things. But this is so cool. There's hawks and all kinds of hawks. I don't know who this guy is. He doesn't have a little placard. This is so cool.
So I spent the rest of the day at the zoo, walking around, having a good time, and on my way home, I realized that I've told a lot of you about the hills here and how they're so killer and crazy, and how the roads are so different and they really twist and turn. Also, something I haven't really mentioned is that people here have a very different style of driving and don't really follow the rules of the road, except like don't hit each other. So I thought it would be kind of cool to do a little bit of a time-lapse type thing of my ride home so you could kind of see what I'm talking about. Now, fun fact, a lot of the buses here, the majority of the buses here are double-decker buses, so you can go sit up really high, and the front row seats have just like a huge window like you would in the driver's seat. So the view I got was very interesting. It kind of looks like I'm flying above the street or like sitting on top of a car. I'm not, I promise. I was in the bus. I was safe. I just kind of propped my thing up and let the ride take us where it took us. I apologize for the shakiness of the video. It also is bumpy because we're just basically driving in the mountains. So I'm going to insert that here for your viewing pleasure. And finally, just a couple of updates on my life. I'm essentially healthy, which is good. I still get kind of the sniffles in the morning, but that was happening when I was back home. So I think that's just allergy issues that I have to deal with. I did not get cast in Fiddler on the Roof, which is perfectly fine. It happens. It's theater. But the audition process was so much fun, and I got to meet a lot of really cool people who I have plans with this coming week, which I'm very excited for. Yeah, friends. So, additionally, my classes start tomorrow. I'm very excited. I start out with a history class, which I have taken no history classes in college yet. So, I'm not that nervous because a history class is basically just a literature class with nonfiction stuff you're learning about. So, I'm hoping that it's cool. The history department seemed really excited to have me. They said they love it when people from different cultures come to study the history here, which I understand. I think is cool. Last thing. Sorry. Shout out to my 2 younger brothers, Andrew and Joe. They went to homecoming yesterday, and they both looked so fly. They're so old, and I honestly started crying when I saw these pictures. Especially Joe, because Joe's my little buddy, and he's so old now. But shout out to them. They look awesome. They are doing awesome things at JCA. My brother Andrew's starting on varsity football and desk drawing. He's amazing. Joe has a hurt hand, so he's not playing as much, but he's still amazing. I love my brothers. Alright, that's it for real now. Alright, bye.